What up, it's your boy Ish603 back again with another video. Today I'm talking about the new game XDefiant, a potential Call of Duty killer question mark? We will see. But before we get into that, please like and follow, subscribe if you feel like this video is bringing you value. I appreciate it. So let's talk about XDefiant. It's a game brought to you by Ubisoft, and before you click off this video, we know Ubisoft isn't exactly the shining star in the gaming industry right now. Although their games are good, their pricing structure seems to be pissing a lot of people off as of recently. If you're unaware, Star Wars Outlaws, it's going to be $130. Same thing with Assassin's Creed. That's obviously the premium version, and you can get a cheaper version of it, but you're not getting the entire game. On top of that, there's single player games that are going to get battle passes, and it's all essentially a motive to get you to move over to the Ubisoft Plus program, the subscription service, and essentially be the Netflix of video games, which I can't blame them for. It's a good structure or good business model, but in terms of the player community, it is a little rough. So I think XDefiant might be a moment of redemption for them within the competitive first-person shooter genre. So let's get into some of the details about what they're claiming to be. All right, first let's talk about XDefiant's in-game purchase philosophy. We endeavor to be an amazing arcade shooter experience in a free-to-play package. The crucial part of this will be to keep making great content to excite and engage our players for years to come, season after season. No pay to win. We want to take this time to have an open conversation about the different types of purchasable content we will provide. But first, let's go over a major point. There are no pay to win mechanics. Any gameplay impacting content that is purchasable, also unlockable through challenges to ensure fair play amongst our community. For example, the DedSec faction in preseason will be purchasable or unlockable through an in-game challenge by acquiring 700,000 XP. Rewarding your time. Our goal is to be providing amazing customization options that reward all the matches, victories, and even defeats that you put into the game. As you play that one more match, all of your time and energy will work towards unlocking content either through the battle pass or challenges. Just a few examples of how your time will be rewarded. Free battle pass rewards, in-game challenges with daily and weekly, Ubisoft Connect challenges, weapon mastery with regular updates, community participation rewards like Twitch drops, giveaways, and in-game events. Focus on customization. We know being able to display your identity as a player is important, and so customization will be key to the XDefiant experience. We will be offering character skins, weapon skins, MVP player animations, player cards, emoji packs, and even more coming in the future. Evaluating over time. Like we said, we know this is an important topic, a topic that demands reflection and evaluation. As XDefiant progresses, we will be listening to your feedback as well as player surveys and in-game player data, and constantly evaluating to make sure that we are providing fair and engaging customization options. Offerings. At launch, here's the type of content you can expect. Premium Battle Pass, character cosmetics, weapon cosmetics, faction unlocks, player card backgrounds, player animations, emoji packs. So, that being said, it's free to play and it's not pay to win. So everything is going to be, any purchase that you have is a cosmetic purchase and not going to give you a strategic advantage within the game. So they say, right? We're going to see what happens in the future. If it's not working for them, if they're not making enough sales on battle passes, who knows? They're probably going to end up giving us, some type of option for pay to win. But we all know that it ruins games, so hopefully this is going to stand the test of time. All right, next thing to talk about is matchmaking in XDefiant. This is another huge pain point within the gaming industry. and so I think it's important to cover it. So as we get closer to our long-awaited launch, we wanted to take some time to outline matchmaking systems in XDefiant. We know it is a hot topic in the FPS space, and in keeping with our commitment to transparency, we have put together some details for you. The most important thing to know is there is no skill-based matchmaking in our casual playlist. Okay, just to understand what that means. If you play with your boy and he's way better than you, or he's not very good and you're way better than him, it's not going to put you in a match where everybody is as good as the best person on your team, right? Because you always have a straggler, whether it's you or your friend, and it ruins the game because the person can't keep up and it just isn't fun anymore, right? And constantly getting put into platinum matches when you're a bronze player is an easy way to get defeated quick. 3-4 losses in a row, no fun. So I digress, but that's what's happening. No skill-based matchmaking in casual playlists. There is skill-based matchmaking within competitive, but for casual, they're going to actually keep true to the old school way it was, with no hidden ranking system. We believe that no SBMM is paramount to a fun and varied game experience in the long term. Frankly, skill-based matchmaking means very casual game is repetitive, constantly repeating matches that are just as stressful and matched as ranked. We believe casual playlists should be fun, and no SBMM is the way to do that. If you want that competitive, every second counts, go all out playstyle, you'll find our ranked mode to your liking. Matchmaking factors. Each playlist will prioritize different factors when finding you a match. These factors are sorted based on the intended gameplay experience for the individual playlist. In short, casual play matchmaking puts a priority on fast connection times. It will try to match latencies and regions where possible. And ranked play matchmaking prioritizes quality matches. It will wait longer for appropriate players. It is segmented by rank levels and will only matchmake players within rank range. It also employs latency and region preferences where possible. Ranked play will be added in a future season, so make sure to keep your skills sharp in casual play until then. The competitive list is below, in descending order of priority. For casual play, latency, avoided players, party size, region, input, device, and platform. So what that means is they're going to prioritize your ping, and then your the people you don't want to play with. Then if you have two, 3, 4 people in your party, it's going to match you against another group that has 2, 3, 4, however many people. That's the same. Region, so for language and location purposes and ping purposes as well. Input devices, meaning keeping, if 3 PlayStation players and 2 PC players equal on the other side as well, but you can tell here it's a lower priority. And then platform, I apologize. Input devices is controller or mouse and keyboard, and then platform is console. And then for ranked play, it's prioritizing rank, but then it goes through all the same things in the same order after that. Additional info. Team balancing. Once a lobby is populated, teams are balanced based on player skill rating. The casual lobby does not use skill to determine who gets into the game, but once everyone shows up, it balances the team for a fun match. So that sounds like there's still some level of ranking, but I'm not quite sure what that looks like. So again, take everything with a grain of salt. Input device lock. This part's cool. Some playlists will enforce input device locking, such as ranked. When players start matchmaking, the input device they are using becomes locked in and cannot be switched without leaving the lobby. That is to prevent players from intentionally joining with the wrong input device to trick the matchmaker. And I believe that is because some people were logging into like if you had a FPS where it was cross-platform, they have like an auto lock or like an aim assist for console or controller players. So if you get on and say I don't really know how it worked. It probably was a little bit more complicated than this, but you basically just like switch out the input from controller to mouse and keyboard, and then you have the auto lock feature on your mouse and keyboard, which is just basically aim assist, like hacks essentially. But lobby persistence in casual playlists, the default behavior of lobbies is to persist between matches. This means subsequent games will often include the same players from the previous match. Teams, however, are shuffled each match. Sorry. So it's a little confusing, but it sounds like when they start to find a good group of people that are evenly matched, they keep putting them together and like switching the teams. So we'll see how that works, but that's essentially what I'm understanding from that. And then it's waiting queue. It's possible for players to queue for an open slot if players join a party that is already in a full team, if player joins a specific lobby that is full. So it's pretty standard in casual play, at least, and I don't think they're going to do that for ranked, but we'll see if that's the case. So good stuff all around. The other thing about this game is that there is factions, so each faction has different skill sets, and instead of explaining it in my ishy way, I'm gonna just leave it to Fringe Patriot Gaming here to show you what all of the skill sets do here with this awesome little video. So feel free to go give them a like and a follow.
XDefiant's launch is right around the corner, and personally, I have got some really high hopes for this game, and hopefully it delivers. XDefiant is going to feature 5 classes or factions at launch, all of which come with their own unique set of abilities, and today I'm going to break down each of these classes as well as give you guys the abilities they come with. So hopefully we all have a better understanding of what we're going to be playing as soon as XDefiant launches. If this video helps you out at all, then help me out by hitting that like button. But let's go ahead, cut this plug, and get right into it. Starting off here in no particular order, we're going to talk about the Echelon. These come from Splinter Cell. They are labeled super spies, and their description reads, the NSA's Echelon agents don't shy away from a firefight, but they'd rather keep enemies in the dark with subterfuge and info warfare. I was a huge Splinter Cell fan back in the day. I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited about this class just specifically because of what game it's coming from. But starting off with the passive trait for the Echelon, we are looking at low profile. The low profile passive is going to make it to where agents do not appear on the enemy's mini-maps. I should have mentioned, when it comes to these factions' active abilities, you get a choice between 2 different abilities. So going over Echelon's active abilities, we have Intel Suit and Digital Ghillie Suit. Intel Suit is going to share the location of nearby enemies with your team, and the Digital Ghillie Suit is going to render the agent nearly invisible. Movement and aiming reduce the effect. Great, dropping invisible player. Shout out to the finals. I hate playing with the invisible lights. Let's hope this one's not completely damn invisible like over in the finals. But finally, the Echelon come with an Ultra ability as well. This is called Sonar Goggles. This will reveal enemies and hunt them down with the classic 3rd Echelon 5.7 pistol. So you'll be dropping the old Splinter Cell goggles and hunting some enemies down with that Ultra ability. Moving on next to the Phantom faction. These guys are from Ghost Recon Phantoms, and they are labeled Future Soldiers. Their description reads that they are also known as Shadow Team. This elite squad of ex-ghosts wields tomorrow's battlefield tech to defend, disrupt, and destroy. The Phantom's passive ability is going to be called Hardened. This is going to give them an increased health pool as a result of tailored gene therapies. When we're looking at their 2 active abilities, we have Mag
Makes sense.
Barrier
Checks
and
out.
Blitz Shield. Mag Barrier is going to create an electromagnetic barrier that will block incoming enemy fire and grenade. The Blitz Shield ability is going to allow you to equip a tactical shield. This shield is going to protect you from incoming fire, but you're not going to be able to do much other than press the melee button for a shield bash while you are in this state. And with Phantom's Ultra ability, we are looking at Aegis. This is going to be a spherical plasma shield combined with an electro scattergun for close quarters combat. One thing is for sure, you're definitely not going to want to go blitzing into a Phantom's Aegis bubble. Let me know what you guys think about the Phantoms down in the comments, but let's go ahead and move on to the cleaners. These come from Tom Clancy's The Division, and they are pyrotechnicians. Their description reads, these Division agent antagonists and ex-New York City sanitation workers solve all of their problems with one tool, fire. Added note, they say cleaners are specialized in area denial. I think this becomes obvious once we start looking at their abilities, starting off with their passive Incendiary Round. These are going to inflict extra burn damage on your enemies, but it will come with a cost, which is a decrease in your weapon's range. Moving on to their two active abilities, you have the choice between Incinerator Drone and Firebomb. Incinerator Drone is a napalm delivering drone that burns everything in its flight path, whereas in Firebomb will detonate a Molotov cocktail, causing explosive damage and igniting the area. Both of these abilities provide excellent area denial. I think that the Cleaners is going to probably be one of the most annoying classes to deal with in XDefiant. I didn't play any of the betas or anything, so let me know down in the comments what you guys think about that. But finally, moving on to their Ultra ability, the Purifier. This is a flamethrower, which ensures enemies are thoroughly sterilized. Next, we're going to move on to the Dead Sec. These come from Watch Dogs 2. They are cyber attackers, and their description reads, notorious hacktivists who rely on backdoor exploits and denial of service attacks to frustrate foes and corps alike. Their passive ability is going to be called Fabricator. The description on this reads, after a device is deployed, the Fabricator prints a new one. That might sound confusing now, but once we get into his regular abilities, it'll make a little bit more sense, those being Hijack and Spiderbot. Hijack will hack enemy deployed abilities and make them your own. Spiderbot will deploy a Spiderbot that will target and stun the nearest foe via a face hug. Both of these I would consider devices. I could be wrong. This could be talking about like grenades or something perhaps, but presumably the Fabricator will duplicate these devices when you deploy them. I could entirely be wrong. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But let's move on to their Ultra ability called Lockout. This is going to disable the enemy's HUD, minimap, and abilities in the affected area. The last class that we have to go over is the Libertad. These come from Far Cry 6. They are freedom fighters, and their description reads, these resourceful revolutionaries fight to free their Caribbean nation of Yara. They are supremo and improve medical assistance. Moving on into their abilities, starting off with the passive, we're looking at Espiritu de Libertad. This is the contagious spirit of freedom slowly will heal you and your nearby ally. Moving on into their active abilities, we have El Remedio and Bio Vita Boost. I'm probably butchering these names. El Remedio is going to launch a revitalizing gas canister that will heal friendlies until destroyed or canceled. So a bit of an area of effect healing here that is going to stay active. That is very interesting and could be combined with some of the other classes to create some very devastating combos. The Cleaners and the Libertad specifically I'm looking at. But with the Bio Vita Boost, we are looking at a fortifying wave which will boost the total health and regen for you and your nearby allies. Out of the two, I think El Remedio is obviously the best. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. But moving on to their Ultra ability called Medico Supremo, the Medico backpack will provide a large health and healing boost for a limited time. So if you're jumping into XDefiant and you're dying a bunch, the Libertad might be something that you want to check out. That, or if you're grinding out some ranked XDefiant, you might definitely want to have some Libertad on your team. But those are all of the 5 factions that we can expect to be coming at the launch of XDefiant. Let me know down in the comments which one of these you guys plan on playing the most. Me personally, I'm looking at the DedSec and the Echelon as my top 2, but we'll definitely have to see what happens when the game launches. Speaking of which, I will be live over at Kick. Come by, drop a follow, not to miss out on any of the fun that happens over there once this game launches, and before this game launches even. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday consistently. Come check it out. I've also got several other videos planned for XDefiant in the lead up to the release. Let me know down in the comments if you have anything that you want me to cover. But that's all the information that I wanted to go over in this video. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. I'm out.
All right, so you can see, go give Fringe Patriot Gaming a like, nice old thumbs up, and I will put the link in the description below. All right, so as you can see, each faction is tied to a different game within the Ubisoft portfolio, which is, you know, pretty smart cross-marketing opportunity for them. But this is an entirely new game, right? And each one of those factions has their own abilities that you can kind of compare to Call of Duty's perks that you could add on to your character and customize. So Dead Silence, for example. So with that being said, I think this game has a lot of potential. You can see some gameplay here. It's pretty smooth. It looks good. I have yet to play it, so my opinion is still just just that. I don't, it's not really much to go off of based on the fact that I haven't played the game yet. But from what I see here, it looks very, very good. And I'm looking forward to putting a lot of time into this game moving forward. So feel free to check me out on a regular basis on my channel. I will probably stream this more often if there's a lot of interest, definitely at first. It comes out March 21st, which is a Tuesday, 2 days from recording this video. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what everyone's thoughts are, what faction you think that you're going to be going with first, and you know, if you think this has the potential to be a true COD killer. In my mind, it does. But what do you think? Thanks for watching, and take care.